Coming onto your mat, we'll start in a child's pose position. Sinking your knees down, start to walk your hands toward the front of your mat, lowering your forehead down, hips work their way toward your heels. If you'd like to, you can open your knees wide, keeping your big toes touching, and just starting to settle into your mat, coming into your breath, making your inhales and your exhales the same length. After your next exhale, start to walk your hands toward the right side of your mat, stacking your left hand on top of the right. You can bump your hips toward the left if you'd like a deeper stretch through the left side of your rib cage. After your next exhale, walk your hands over toward the left side of your mat. This time stacking your right hand on top. You can bump your hips toward the right. After your next exhale, walking your hands back to center and taking one more inhale and exhale. And starting to round up one vertebrae at a time. Head coming up last, and making your way into a seated position, crossing your legs in front of you. Sitting tall, we'll start to warm up our spines, placing your hands on your shins. On your next inhale, lean your chest forward, turn your gaze up, and as you exhale, start to round back, chin to chest, arms fall straight. Inhale, leaning forward. Exhale, rounding back. And we'll do one more. Inhale, leaning forward. Exhale, rounding back. Inhale, coming back to center. And switch your legs so that the opposite leg is underneath. You might feel a little awkward. Sitting tall, bringing your hands back to your shins. Inhale, leaning your chest forward. Exhale, rounding back. Inhale, leaning forward. Exhale, back. And we'll do one more. Inhale, leaning forward. Exhale, rounding back. Inhale, coming back to center, sitting tall. On your next inhale, lift your fingertips up towards the ceiling, interlacing all 10 fingers. Release your index fingers. Exhale, round over toward the right, feeling the stretch through the left side of your rib cage. Keep your palms pressed into one another, biceps by your ears. Inhale, coming back to center, lengthening your spine. And exhale, rounding over toward the left. Doesn't have to be a strenuous pose. You don't have to worry about how far you round over. Just feeling this through the right side of your rib cage. And slowly coming back to center. Inhale, lengthening your spine up. This time, as you exhale, twist open to the right. Arms come parallel to your mat. Reaching your fingertips toward opposite ends of the room. Inhale, your arms up overhead. And exhale, twist open toward the left. Inhale, your arms up overhead. And exhale, release. Making your way into a tabletop position, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. We'll move through 3 sets of cat and cow. On your next inhale, pressing the ground away, turn your gaze up. Exhale, round over, chin to chest, belly button to spine. Inhale, pressing the ground away. Exhale, rounding over. Then we'll do one more. Inhale, pressing the ground away. Exhale, rounding over. Inhale, coming back to center. Moving into a downward facing dog, tuck your toes behind you, lift your hips up toward the ceiling, pressing back into downward facing dog. Pressing your chest towards your thighs. Ears are by your bicep, relaxing your neck here. And start to bend your knees left and right, pedaling your legs out. And shake your head yes and no, ending on a yes. On your next inhale, come up high onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees to a hover. Inhale, come up onto your toes. And exhale as you work your heels back toward your mat. We'll do 2 more. Inhale onto your toes. Exhale, bending your knees. Inhale, up onto your toes. And exhale, pressing back. Last one. Inhale onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees to a hover. Inhale, coming back up onto your toes. And exhale, pressing your heels back. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. And start to slowly walk your feet toward your hands, coming to the top of your mat. Separate your feet about hip-width distance apart. And then going into ragdoll, reach for opposite elbows, opposite forearms. Relax your upper body. Let your head rest down. And you can sway left and right if that feels good. Lowering your hands down to the mat. Engage your core as you start to come all the way up to standing. Meeting into Tadasana, mountain pose. Legs engaged, shoulders are away from your ears. Taking one more deep inhale. And exhale.